Okay, right now we're at a house in Yuba City, and at this house, we actually did an investigation. I had several people here, and I had one ghost hunting group called Angels of Light. And what was really unusual about this place is that one of our investigators was a police officer in Alameda, and she and her girlfriend walked down this fence, and went out into to the orchard. And there they got a Class A EVP, and it was a man's voice. And the man said, "I'm watching you." So that really freaked her out, and she told me about it. And then the second time around, the EVP that she got was a Class A EVP, and everybody heard it. Says, "I'm going to kill you." She contacted me, had me go to her house down in Alameda, and she had a swimming pool in the backyard. She had me baptize her, her husband, and her 3 children. She said the demon was terrorizing her, was throwing things around in the house, and was actually attacking her little child. And she said that demon followed her from this house here. And so it seems like the activity here is still at a get-go. So, so we're going to talk to the occupants. Myrna, can you? Oh, so what's been happening here since a long time ago since I investigated this place?
Well, I moved in like January, and ever since I moved in, I've had things going on, like hearing parties. It sounds like in the bar, because there's a bar right there. And I asked if anybody was in there, by the caretaker that was here. His name was Dave, and he said nobody was in there. And I was like, wow, it sounded like a party to me. And then I had an experience where my grandson has jumped on top of me while I was sleeping and had his little hands around my neck. And he was choking me, and I woke up, and I was trying to get him off me, and you would think a 4-year-old you would be able to remove pretty easy. But I could not get him off me.
So he was possessed for a little bit.
Yes, and his eyes looked like it wasn't him, you know what I mean? It looked crazy.
And you heard the parties out here?
Yeah.
And also, too, that might be considered as residual, because
Right.
they probably did have some parties here. And the person that lived here before, he had a face of Satan tattooed on his back. And so...
Yeah, and I understand it was my unit that he
Yeah.
lived in, so...
So possibly he brought some kind of demonic activity in this house. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, and then I called a psychic friend who deals in stuff like this, and she actually was able to talk him to release me, and he has never wanted to come back since. He doesn't want to stay here. And he used to always want to be with me, and now he doesn't. So I know there's something. And then Wednesday, I was sleeping, and I constantly hear chattering, but that doesn't bother me. So I was laying in bed. It was 4 o'clock in the morning, and I heard like scratching and a little bit of banging, And I thought, oh, one of the cats are outside, So I got up and I looked outside, and I didn't see anything. So I just laid back down. Then the next thing I know, my wall is like actually bending in, and then it would retract, and then it would expand, and then it would retract, and then I heard sounded like them ripping the what is it called, swamp core out of the wall, and I heard like a big crash, and then I called my landlord and I said somebody's trying to break in, and he goes, what? And I said, yeah, I think somebody's trying to break in. And so he came over and he checked it out, and there was nothing disturbed, nothing. There was nothing that even looked like it was disturbed. And so I thought I would record it, and I left the house yesterday, and I put a recorder in my room where this activity was happening, and I caught the same banging, and it's so loud. I mean, I can't believe that nothing is like messed up, except I have noticed that the wall is now away from the attached wall, and so you can see that somebody definitely is pushing it. And then like things like my shower curtain opens, when I go in it's open, and I always close it, And then my little mailbox I have by the door, the little drawers are all out. I've had like little things like that, but the main thing that really freaked me out was the banging and the air conditioner being, it sounds like being ripped out of the wall.
Wow.
But that's all, except for my grandson, that's happening.
Yuba City, okay, way back when, I think I believe in the late 60s, we had a person, a serial killer named Juan Corona. Juan Corona, the machete killer, killed 39 farm workers and buried them out in the fields. And what was really unusual, as we were walking to this house, Deanna, being a sensitive, said that she felt that there was something buried out here in the surrounding area. So she knew nothing about Juan Corona. She didn't live in that during that time when Juan Corona was out doing his thing. So for her to know that was very interesting. So right next to me I have Carrie Johnston. And Carrie Johnston has felt the paranormal right here at this house. I'm going to let her explain it herself. Carrie, what happened?
Well, basically, sometimes throughout the day I'll hear voices, and sometimes it's just a feeling of somebody being around watching me. And it was a couple months ago, I was letting the dogs in from going to the bathroom out front, and I noticed there was like this shadowy blob thingy out next to the palm tree, and I just kind of backed into the house and went back in. And about a few days later, let's see, what was it? A couple days later, something like that. I got all the notes up there now, I can't even remember.
Go get your
Sorry.
It's okay. Kuja, did you have something to say?
Oh, yeah.
Kuja.
She said they've been acting really weird too.
Rod's is sensitive, so he's walking around too.
That's fine. Tell him to go in the back and where I'll show him.
Okay, yeah, show. Yeah.
I was up real late with Myrna watching movies, and I came in and I was playing with him in the living room, and both me and Carol have a cigarette roller maker, and I kept hearing this clack like somebody was making a cigarette. And I asked her the next morning if she was up making cigarettes. Shh. And she said she was probably up, but she wasn't making any cigarettes because she'd already had some made for the day. And so that was really weird, because I was obviously not making cigarettes and she wasn't either. So
And you also took out an EVP where it says, "I'm dead."
yes, I was sitting in my room watching a movie, and I was oh no, that's a different time. But, I was listening to music, and over the speaker box, one of the EVPs that I caught, it just states "You're dead." That's all it says.
Okay. And you also captured a photo where you saw two faces.
Oh yeah. I was just taking a normal photo of myself just to post on Facebook, and I got to looking in the background, and I noticed that there's a little girl and a little baby in the background behind me, standing by my closet, playing on the floor. Last month, I was in the shower, and just out of nowhere I felt this finger roll across my shoulder, and it kind of spooked me. I was like, whoa, where'd that come from? And like throughout the whole house and stuff, you can hear banging and footsteps and stuff. The dogs, the cat won't even come in the house anymore to even eat because she's so skittish. She just refuses to come in. And let's see.
Okay. Has anyone here been attacked, terrorized by this entity or entities in this house?
I've woken up with bruises and scratches before.
Okay. Bruises and scratches. Okay. Uh, have you disclosed everything that you needed to disclose? You have it.
Pretty much.
Okay. All right, so
I'll let you look out. This is the door. I just seen this door. But it was a room when I just looked at it. Not the room from the reflection, but it was another room.
Different?
Yeah, it was older, but not that old. And I only glanced at it for a second because I was like, oh, I'll go in there next. But then I looked and there was a door there.
Yeah.
But it's up to outside. So I don't understand what I was seeing.
That's so weird because I was telling, what's the lady's name that has this?
Myrna.
Myrna. That something was different with this place back here before. This isn't the same that it used to be. This wasn't part of that, and this used to be something else.
And also too, Rod, you picked up on the face of Satan over here by this wall.
That's very weird. Yeah, I did it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is really weird.
And which wall was that?
This wall right here.
Okay.
She says it's moving, but I mean, there's air and stuff here, but it's just poorly built to me.
And it's very hot back in this room.
Yeah.
And the air's very thick over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very thick.
And so this is definitely an area to try to get some EVPs.
But it's so weird because I saw like a couch and everything. Oh, really weird it out.
It's almost like you went into another
It was. It was like a couch. It was
dimension.
like a living room or something.
That's what I got. You said it. You said exactly what I was
Yeah.
thinking earlier.
another dimension.
Wow.
That was weird. I didn't
Well,
expect that.
Yeah, I knew you'd get it. 'Cause,
Let me get my coffee, and so we can start getting started around here.
I don't. If there even was another room there, or what was going on?
It's still going on.
Oh, I better turn it off.
Who is the entity in this room? Who is the... I'm about ready to bless this room. I'm about ready to do a Catholic blessing, and Deanna's going to do a Palo Santo cleansing. So who's in this room right now? Do you want to go into the light? So who's in this room right now? Do you want to go into the light?
But I'm telling you.
Oh, you've been up in here?
No, I did not. I just stuck the sage
Oh,
up
no.
there.
Close by.
Yeah. You can just lift that off of there.
I'm afraid to go to the top steps. I'm probably about 30 pounds over the weight on this thing.
Well, I can get the other ladder. It's
You got a
only-
taller one?
Yeah, I got one outside.
You know what's funny?
What?
There's a light on up there.
We
Yeah,
turned
she
it
just
on.
Turned it on.
We just turned the light on. See, did you see on the other? See the other side? There's a somebody made a window.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Interesting.
yeah, that's kind of funny.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Right?
Like this is where the
This
window.
one-
What the
This
hell
one
is
should
it? They
be-
needed a window up there.
This one should be more the.
Oh, sorry. Let me help you. Sorry, I was like
Sorry, no,
in
no.
observation mode.
No, I know you're filming. That's okay. And this should hold your weight, I believe.
As long as it goes up higher.
I don't know if it goes up higher, but it has a,
310
like a
pounds. That's
scaffold kind of thing. Hold on, make sure this is down. Yeah, or it'll scare the heck out of you.
awesome.
It did me. I stepped on it and it went. Boom. No, it'll hold you.
All right.
But I want to have that like cleansed because I just have a bad feeling about that up there. Because I think this is just my thing that when you have like little dark spaces that they hide until you get done and then they come back. That's my feeling about it.
You
get
know, there's a
anything?
water heater is up here too.
Yeah.
There's
So
nothing.
weird.
There's just this
There's an
cross space.
electrical outlet up here.
Well, how in the heck do you get that thing out if it ever breaks or something?
So you got to go up in the roof.
Oh.
I've never heard of a water.
Okay, why? Yeah, he hung the curtains from the inside,
Yeah.
and they're bobby pin,
Oh.
which is weird.
Well, it was Jerry that did it, so
Okay.
I guess whatever works. But he said it was a wasted window, so he just put a light there for a night light. So you can leave that open because I want him to like cleanse that.
So how many people would...
Ali,
Ali. Al, if you're here, are you attached to this old camera? Let us know if you're here. Can you say hi to Carrie?